Amidst the huge backlog of 1.8 million applications, the Canadian government has announced to invest $35 million to expand settlement services for newcomers in small towns and rural communities. The Honourable Fraser, Minister of Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship, announced the new funding that will be used to expand resettlement capacity and settlement services across Canada.
I am absolutely thrilled to announce that the federal government will be investing $35 million over the next 3 years to expand resettlement capacity and improve settlement services, in particular in smaller and rural communities across the country. Now, this will include $21 million for the Resettlement Assistance Program, which helps deliver immediate and essential services, as well as an additional $14 million in case management services funding to assist vulnerable newcomers who need significant support to integrate and have greater independence in their new communities. This includes specifically a pilot project in the prairies aimed at bolstering Francophone case management. Resettlement and settlement services have never been more essential than during the COVID-19 pandemic, which has made building a new life in a new country an even more daunting process than it would ordinarily be. Our government will continue to invest in initiatives like this one to help government-assisted refugees and vulnerable newcomers reach their potential sooner.
The year 2021 saw the Canadian government introducing TR to PR pathway to help immigrants who were already in Canada to obtain permanent residency status. But with international travel restrictions easing out, the Canadian government is planning to go back to its traditional way of inviting people for PR, which involves calling people who reside outside of Canada.
As the world reopens to international travel, and as we have the ability to start processing and welcoming more people who have applied previously to come to Canada who are currently in a third country, as long as the public health situation allows for their arrival in Canada, I anticipate that you will see a higher percentage of people from outside of Canada than you've seen during the heart of this pandemic, because we don't simply want to focus on people who may already be here. We want to continue to welcome new people who can fill those job vacancies that we're hearing about, who can help continue to have communities continue to succeed by changing the demographic in communities like mine that have been aging up until the last few years, so we can have more young people and families and workers join the workforce as well. So it's going to continue to be a bit of a mix, but I don't expect, depending on what happens with the pandemic and potential future variants, my expectation is not that we will see a repeat of what's happened before, at least to that scale, though I do expect you'll continue to see some mix of people who are inside of Canada and outside of Canada that form the cohort of permanent residents who land in Canada each year.
While the Canadian government is working tirelessly to bring Afghan refugees to Canada, many people are experiencing delays in visa approval and other paperwork. Minister Fraser assures Afghan refugees that the immigration process will speed up in coming days.
As we go forward, we're going to continue to work with our partner organizations who are working to refer individuals who may qualify into our programs to make sure that we're giving a fair shake to those who would like to be here as part of Canada. There's a significant number of things that are posing continued logistical and operational challenges, but we are starting to see people move with some degree of regularity now each week, and it's something that I expect will continue, and we'll be happy to continue to work with this and other groups who are seeking to take part in Canada's effort to resettle 40,000 Afghan refugees.
Canada is currently facing a massive shortage of working population in various industries. Many employers in Canada are taking advantage of the situation and are taking LMIA money from newcomers in Canada.
That embracing our employment programs that leverage the immigration system is going to continue to be a very important part of the economic strategy as we seek to recover from the COVID-19 pandemic. But it is essential to me that we work with employers who are willing to respect the basic human dignity of those who take part in our programs. We plan to be working with Minister Qualtroux's team at ESDC to implement a trusted employer stream to get those workers here more quickly for employers who continue to demonstrate good behavior, who treat their workers with respect, and who we can rely on to be trusted partners. We also need to do more to ensure that we are answering some of the questions that were raised in the recent Auditor General's report that pointed out some of the really serious challenges that we as a government are facing when it comes to managing the temporary foreign worker program as part of this pandemic.
Minister Fraser has said that the IRCC is still developing its express entry strategy for 2022. Now it will be interesting to see what new prospects come up for people who want to settle in Canada.